Hey everyone, happy Monday. This is my review for The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 9, Episode 6. It has been 6 weeks of Potomac. So, how are y'all feeling about it? So far, I'm satisfied. I know last season I was already exhausted, from the clear hatred between the castmates. And this one it's just been fun, you know? So a little bit of oh yes, happy Veterans Day. Yes. Happy Veterans Day. Um let's see. Oh, thank you, Natasha. I really appreciate the donation. So let me just get some house, announcements out the way. So yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And then I have in the live chat, I have it pinned where you can, I'm still taking donations for the GoFundMe because I haven't reached my goal yet. But I will be going to Miami for Bravo Fan Fest. So I appreciate everyone, helping the ninja out. It's going towards lodging and transportation so far. And that's pretty much it. And I'm covered. So yeah, I really appreciate it. And thank you. If I make you laugh or, you just enjoy me or you just want to see me at Bravo Fan Fest, then yeah, donate. Thank you. Let's see. You said, to be honest, something is missing. I haven't watched the last 2 episodes. They've been really easy watches to me, unlike New York. Tonight's beverage is going to be Gold Peak tea. It is my favorite sweet tea. No alcohol tonight. Maybe not on here though, but yeah. We have 30 people in the room. Now, if y'all didn't know, I'm from New Orleans and I'm from the South. I love my sweet tea. I love my sweet tea. Thank you so much, Natasha. I appreciate you so much. But yeah, if you want to, if you can't do the GoFundMe, my Venmo is Chris-Diggins. My Cash App should be in the corner over here. It's $CDiggy1. It's those options. So yeah, but let's get into it. So we left off on Stacey telling Karen how Mia and Jacqueline are saying that she needs rehab, and even said that Karen admitted that she needed rehab. Karen says nothing of the sort happened, and she is unbothered. However, she does tell them that Mia has been to rehab herself. And the reason that she started the joint practice was because she had an opioid addiction. Yes, you heard that right, an opioid addiction. Now, my mouth dropped when I heard that, but thankfully, I saw the clip before it aired, so I had some time to process that. So I was like, wait a minute, Karen. Is that really the truth? Because look, I was grabbing my pearls. I was just like, Karen, really? We're going that low? But look, I looked on Twitter and the clip was up there. Mia herself said she had an opioid addiction. So Karen was right. She wasn't lying. Look, I was gagged. When I heard opioids, it was kind of when Nene, what was the season? Kenya said something shady about Apollo and the whole I think she said something along the lines of AIDS. Phaedra took it to that place where you said me and Apollo had AIDS, and Nina was like, AIDS? So it kind of felt like that type of reaction. But yes, moral of the story, Karen, be ready. Now, I know Mia be lying, but Karen, be ready. So these ladies really got to watch out. So once she dropped that bomb, the other ladies are stunned. We see Ashley. Stacey still tells Karen that it hurt her to hear these things about Karen, but Karen being the master of deflection, she's just like, this is coming from a woman who's sleeping with her boyfriend and her husband is in the house. Look, I mean, Karen was right. Ping, ping. She is the master of deflection. And then we cut to her confessional. She's like, Mia is only concerned about elevating herself. Like she will step on Jesus to stand up. Did anybody else laugh at that? That's why I'm just like, y'all, like someone said earlier that they can't get into the show. I was like, that was funny. So then we cut to Wendy's confessional, where the only word in her vocabulary is birthday. And she's saying the drama right now is none of her concern. I mean, truth be told, like, look, I love Wendy, but her plot line for the past 3 episodes, past 3 weeks, has been her birthday. And I just really need her to like really step it up. For real. Let me see what y'all talking about. Hello, Andrea. Good to see you. That's my mod. I love the no sugar added and gold peak tea. Look, I need my sugar in the sweet tea. Like sweet tea. That's the whole point. I live in the Charlotte area, and I really wish Mia would have done more on that trip than dinner, boat rides, and conversations about herself. Look, I have something to say about that. It's later in my notes, but I'm just gonna let you know ahead of time. It's no offense to Charlotte, but I just have some thoughts on that. Let's see. Greetings from New Mexico. Glad to hear from y'all. I think y'all voted blue, right? Y'all's a blue state. Thank you. Thank you for your services. Karen's hubby is in the IT field. I'm sure she has nuggets on everybody. You know what? Karen probably do have a file on everybody, just in case they feeling froggish. Wendy's birthday lasted longer than the last hour of work. Look, for real. So yeah, let's see. So some time goes by. The ladies are outside by the pool. We see a funny moment with Jessie or Jossie. I think it's Jessie. I'm gonna call her Jessie. Jessie thinks she's leaning into the pool, but just falls right in, like shoot. And it's funny that she tried to play it off as if it was intentional. I just thought that was a funny moment. But then Stacy is talking about her friend again, saying like, how much she's in love and wants to introduce him to her daughter. And speaking of which, did y'all see her man on Watch What Happens Live in that sheer shirt? I know y'all did. Like, at this point, I think they're trolling us. For real, because look, I hate that, we gotta like call this man gay. He's probably not. But look, if it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, I'm sorry. So then Stacy says her divorce is still pending, and Karen brings up that Ashley's kind of in the same situation, but Ashley says, hold on, like, I have a date now, June. But I'm like, okay, June has passed. It's present day. Has anyone else heard any official word on if Ashley's divorced or not? Because I don't think I've heard anything. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. The ladies are then talking about when is the appropriate time for kids to meet like their significant others. And I think most of them are pretty aligned, that it takes time. Any women in the chat or anybody in the chat with kids who's dating, what is an appropriate time to introduce the kids? I would say when I love you has been said or something, like when for a fact that this person isn't just a one and done, or, we just having fun. Like, I would think maybe, like, let me just put myself in a straight person's shoes if I had kids. I would say, like, a full 2 months of dating, I would say. Then, like, okay, yeah, I'll introduce you to my kids now because I feel like this is actually going somewhere. Anywho, let me know in the comments. So speaking of kids, we have a little bit more tea on Jessie's situation with her baller boyfriend, or now fiance. And the story's given very Basketball Wives, Wags, tea. But we'll get into that later by the end of the episode. She does say she plans on getting engaged, which she is. And now the ladies, they're just having fun by the pool and they're making fun of Stacy dancing. And you know what? Admittedly, she's a little stiff. But when it comes to that, like she's not stiff when it comes to boring. She's just stiff like when she was like moving them shoulders and then the way her hips was going like that with her. I was just like, come on, Stacy. Did she go to a PWI? Now, look, my black ass went to a PWI, but, you know, I was raised around, like, black people 99% of the time in New Orleans. But, I don't know. It was just, it was so funny. She was just like, we cut to her confessional. She's like, I don't drop it like it's hot. I don't shake that thing. I still can't get over this. Like the way she was dancing, man. I mean, Stacey is beautiful, though. I love her. But yes, look, Coco Goddess, I was thinking of the same thing. Like, what song was that? Because I'm trying to think. It couldn't have been any Sexy Red, no Glorilla, no Meg or Cardi or anything like that. Like, I would say maybe Uptown Funk or something like that. And I knew the ladies wasn't listening to that. Like, I would even say she's a worse dancer than Giselle. And that's saying a lot. She can still dress better than Giselle, though. We see Mia trying to dance on Kay, and Kay's like, girl, I remember what you did earlier. Kay is keeping it cute, though. Like, Mia's still twerking on her, almost on her face. But Kay is like, I still remember what you said, heifer, at the table. So then a little later, Giselle is back in the house and immediately she's being filled in on what happened, all the mess from Jesse, then Ashley, and now all the ladies are downstairs. Everyone is cordial at the moment. They're taking shots from the bottle. Even stiff Stacy. I'm just kidding, y'all, but you know, to them she's stiff, but stiff Stacy even takes a swig of like a shot. But then we see Mia. She puts that Casamigos bottle down her damn mouth, like the stem of it, like she's giving fellatio. I'm like, girl, like if I was there, I'd been like, you know what? I'm not drinking out that bottle anymore. And I'm wondering, she really could have choked, like putting that thing, shoved that thing down her mouth. And then she had the nerve to say, well, ladies, that's how you keep two men. As if that's like some sort of like flex or bragging rights. I don't know. Stacy's dancing was painful to watch. The culture has passed Stacy by. Whew. Oh, y'all saying Ashley is still married, or we would have the documents at this time. Yep, you're right. Yes, the mesh shirt was interesting on Watch What Happens Live. Now, see, I don't need Gold Peak Extra Sweet. Like the one with the green cap and it says sweet tea, that's enough for me. Extra sweet, I'm too old for that. Like, I'm not trying to be a diabetic at this age, especially as I'm about to enter 40. Let's see. She's declassifying the show. Who said that? Was that Karen that said that? I can't remember. All of the alcohol in her mouth went back in the bottle. Yes. That's why I was like, bitch, keep that bottle. Or like I'm dumping it out after I see her finish it or put it down. Someone took a screenshot of Mia trying to gag on that bottle and most of it washed. Y'all all caught that. Mia can't choke on anything. Ain't no thread on that. We're going to move on. We are definitely going to move on. So the itinerary for the ladies is they're going to visit Mia's joint practice that she started and allegedly sold, and then they're going to lunch. I'm just wondering, why are they going there again in Charlotte? Like, they have so many options of what to do. I think just Mia just wanted it to be about her. While they're in the Sprinter van, like Giselle and Wendy are grilling Stacy about, excuse me, about her relationship with TJ, and it's just feeling like Real Housewives of Atlanta all over again. Like at least they're not saying, what we're all thinking. I think they at least they're cognizant of that. But we're learning more about TJ, and he's in his 40s. I think he does some acting work. Wendy tried to be shady a little bit, saying, "Oh, does he do extra work?" Now, Wendy, we know you don't like nobody shading Eddie or trying to throw digs. So I would just maybe she was kidding or maybe she was serious. I don't know, but I know Wendy doesn't like it when the ladies do that to her husband. Happy Eddie. So I don't think she should be doing that with TJ. But maybe I'm just being a little bit overprotective of Stacy. She said they see each other maybe every other week and they have not had sex yet. And it's just hard to believe this in 2024. Like, Giselle was like, "Are you serious? So no oral sex, no touchy. Like, do you know what he's working with?" And from Stacey's answers, because she didn't give a direct answer when it came to that, but it seemed like they don't do nothing. And I'm just like, look, I'll give y'all a little Chris's business. So when I broke up with my ex, I was like around 22. So most of my 20s, especially my early 20s, like I was looking for love. Like I kind of wasted my 20s. That's why I'm a hoe in my 30s. Well, was a hoe because I'm reaching 40. But yeah, like every guy that I was interested in or dating, like I wanted to wait to have sex until not till we got married, no, but just for me to know that like I wanted to be in a relationship with him. I wanted to wait at least maybe 3 or 4 dates or so. But yes, I've grown since then, growth. But yeah, I kind of had that mindset. It had nothing to do with religion. It just I wanted to really find someone that was like genuine. But yeah, all that went out the window in my 30s. Like, yeah, casual sex here and there, I don't care. But yes, that's a little bit of Chris's business. If you want the rest of it, patreon.com/cdiggy1. It's $4 a month. Anywho, let's see. I just feel like Stacy just can't be that naive, really. Like, she knows that this man looks a little sweet, just like this one has a little sweetness to it, like it's kind of obvious. And if she is, that is totally fine. Like I said, I am for women being open-minded to bisexual men. Just say that. But I don't know. I want to think he's straight, y'all, but again, my gaydar has blown up. Like it's not like it didn't go off, it blew up. Anywho, we overhear Mia saying to Ashley she hasn't had sex because she's so stiff. Now, when I saw that clip before, the context of the episode, I thought Mia was being a hater and trying to call her boring again. But just maybe she was, saying that because of her dance moves, like because of that. Maybe that's why she's stiff. So I'm not really mad at Mia too much for saying that. But Giselle is still pressing Stacy, and Stacy is truly unbothered given her confessional. And she says, well, Giselle can laugh, as much as she wants alone. It's like Stacy's like really a nice version of Kenya. She's like a nice nasty. Like I can't see her cursing nobody out, but she'll get somebody together, like with her wit and shade just explicitly. Let's see. But I do think that the ladies mean well, but I just think they just can't fathom it. And if I was the ladies, I would feel like it's just people don't do that anymore, So maybe she's in that little short percentile that waits till marriage, but it's just not realistic. And also, just quick note, Stacey's confessionals are A1. Like, again, she can narrate the whole season. I would not mind it. So then the ladies arrive at this random ass joint practice location. And according to Mia, she sold this location, but she has 22 others. Is she bullshitting us right now with that? Like, can someone enlighten me in the comments? Because 22 locations, and then like I'm just wondering what's her day-to-day like then if she still owns 22 locations. Does she go buy them? Like, but I think Giselle, she tells her it depends on the market. And now everyone's just standing around. It's kind of awkward because we're just like, well, what now? Because you just have the lady standing around in this room, like with this random woman getting her back cracked. Like, what? Again, why did Mia come here? So then they head off to lunch. They're at the table, and thankfully, Giselle is there now. So she gets the ball rolling immediately when she asks Kay, how she's feeling because she heard that she was upset. Like Ashley says she apologized, but then, her argument with Mia is rehashed. And they're going at it again, debating about stripping and drug dealing. Like, is stripping a part of the streets? And Mia does have a good point. Like, stripping is legal, unlike drug dealing. But then Kay comes right back and says, oh, well, and selling ass is legal, insinuating that Mia is a prostitute. Look, I believe sex work is work, and strippers, drug dealers, whatever. Work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. I think a wise woman once said that. They're going back and forth, and the other ladies just, they put a pin in the topic. So then Jacqueline is talking, and I totally forgot she was there, but she's saying like how her weight loss made her feel strong and nobody can F with her. And then messy Giselle again. She's like, well, are you talking about Karen? Because I heard a lot happen. I'm like, wrong road, wrong road. Like, we don't need to go there again. Like, I don't want to see Jacqueline get ate up by Karen. Like, not 2 episodes in a row. But Karen gets started up a little bit, but thankfully it doesn't turn into an argument. And now lunch is over. They're headed back home to get ready for dinner later in the evening, where there's going to be a red theme. Let me see what y'all talking about. Let's see. It's rare, but I'm 100% on Giselle's side. I love me some Stacey, but girl, you're about to marry this sheer shirt wearing man. This sheer shirt wearing man. And you don't even know if it's going to be a good time. I know that I'm jumping ahead, but the smell was coming from me. We'll get to that. We will get to that. Mia is selling. I think Mia is selling her business. She needs to have a dermatologist on standby for that crater face. Y'all be letting Mia have it in the comments. I tell you. If she owns 22 locations, why do those condos keep on getting smaller? Ooh. In the van, Jacqueline is just in La La Land, not even catching on. It's Mia and Ashley having the giggles, and Jacqueline just looks, I guess you ain't even finished, but I'm assuming she looks lost. Mia is a serial liar. She lies on everybody, herself, her back. Damn. Mia took those girls on a field trip to a clinic she no longer owns, no demonstrations, no free alignments. I mean, come on. Like, really? She took those ladies there to walk around that office and leave. Thank you, Alfonso, for like really putting into perspective how much time was wasted doing that. Mia needs to be banned from planning trips. I don't know why producers keep letting her do trips. Me either. Like, after that Miami trip, that should have been it. Let's see. Where am I? Okay, so now Random. When the ladies got back to the house, we see Giselle was bothered when she came in the house and the AC was on 75. Now, when I saw that, I can totally relate. Like, if your home is over 70 degrees, I'm not staying there. Or I'm going to turn the thermostat down because who are you? Do you have like iron deficiency or something? Like, a home should be 68, 69 degrees in that area, not 70. It should not even touch 70. 67 to 69. And oh my God, like when I'm asleep, I like to be covered in the blanket. I want to be comfortable. I remember like somebody turned off the thermostat. I forgot where I was, y'all. I woke up sweating and it was like 75. I can't do it. I can't do it. That is one way to piss me off. Seriously. Anywho, just wanted to bring that up. So we have a moment with Ashley and Giselle. They're outside talking about Ashley's song, Healing and Thriving. I think it's from last season. And Ashley's saying there's an EDM remix to it. So the look on Giselle's face when Ashley was singing, I had to point that out. It was hilarious. You know what? I'll give 70 for the winter time, but still, I don't even have my heat on during the winter time because I don't need to. I don't need to. So then we cut to the ladies getting ready. And not Jacqueline saying something about somebody's punane stinking. Like, maybe someone farted. I don't know. But the camera is panning around like they're suspects. Like that was just an awkward thing to say. Like something smelled like funky. Like really, Jacqueline? Like, are we saying this on camera? And even still, you're trying to out somebody for stinking. Like, and she really went up to her friend Mia and started like smelling. Did y'all like was weirded out by that? Lord. So the ladies all look great in their red, and then we see Wendy come down wearing all white and the captain's hat with 40. She looks great. I will give that to her. They all get to the sprinter now, and they're playing Fuck, Marry, Kill. Of course, I'm not going to go through all of these. I thought it was, something fun. The ones that stood out though was Ashley. She was talking about, I think she like fucking Stacy, but she was saying she need to get some MD40 on them joints. No, some WD40 on them joints. And I'm like, Ashley, not too much on Stacy being stiff or on her rhythm because we've seen your TikToks, ma'am. We've seen your TikToks. That's all I got to say on that. Wendy, she says she would F Giselle to everyone's surprise, including mine. And you know what? Back in the back of my head, I'm just like, of course. Because deep down, she's always wanted Giselle's friendship. Lowest of keys. Just saying. I think Wendy's very glad she's in this place with Giselle finally. Because I think if Triangle was there, it wouldn't have happened. So another standout is Jacqueline. She says she would F Ashley because she already F'd Mia. Further proving that she is just obsessed with Mia. And that's why you will never hold a flute, my dear, because you're like just a second string, to a lion-ass castmate who's like on her last leg, in my opinion. She really could have just kept that to herself. So then we're finally at the restaurant, and I keep forgetting they're in Charlotte. I was recently in Charlotte for a wedding, and here's my thoughts on Charlotte. Like, it's a progressive city, kind of, sort of, maybe. There was a lot of white people there. But there was nothing that really stood out to me. Like, what makes this city great? Like, what differentiates this city from other cities? Why should I be here? And it was just giving like a mech city. You know, like how people call these houses mech mansions and how they're just carbon copies of, you know, mansions, like, you know, cookie cutter. It's just given like a cookie cutter city. And this is no shade to Charlotte, you know, Charlottians or whatever they are. But I don't know. It just felt like I could never see myself moving there. I'm at 65 now, as you should be. Right now, it is 69 degrees in my apartment, and I am fine with that. EDM stands for eventually divorcing Michael. Good one. It was a very baddie segment, not Housewives. Are you talking about the stinking segment? Someone needs to tell Ashley singing doesn't put food on the table. Absolutely not. Mia and Jacqueline do and say anything for shock value. They are so trashy. I agree. I think Jacqueline is on the wrong show. Wait, Charlotte is almost 35% black. Well, we saw how North Carolina voted. That's all I'm saying. Did they all come out? Just need to lubricate a little bit. So then, excuse me, they're at the table now. Wendy is reflecting about being 40 at the table and her time on the show without actually mentioning it, so she don't break the fourth wall. The ladies then go around the table uplifting Wendy and just saying, you know, what they love and admire about her. And it's nice to see because it's definitely something you do not see on Potomac, like women uplifting each other. Just saying. So yeah, but after this episode, Wendy, I'm gonna need you to turn the dial up and get into the mess because it was your birthday for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. So after they toast, Stacey actually gets the mess started, putting Jesse in the hot seat and asking about her relationship. And for once, Giselle, you know, wasn't the one to get shit started. And it was kind of refreshing. I'm like, okay, Stacey. And I think the other ladies were like taken aback by that too. So Jesse says, even though like her and her man had bumps in the road, they're still on the path to marriage. But it gets very interesting when she talks about his kids before her. Now, there's 2 boys. She said one is 3 and the other just turned 1 year old a month ago. They have been together for I believe 2 years. The timeline is saying something different than what Jesse's saying. Like it seemed like her man was double dipping or she was the other woman. Like either way, she's still with him. But it seemed like she was a little embarrassed after that. But I'm like, hey, it worked out for Gabrielle Union, didn't it? Like, didn't Dwayne Wade have a whole break baby on her? And she hung out, like she hanged in there. What did y'all think about Jesse saying that? And I love Jesse for the show. I really do. But I just really wish, you know, she had a better relationship under better circumstances. But hey, she got the ring. She got the ring, I guess. So Kay says that she understands Jesse's situation because she knew of an NFL player who got 2 women pregnant at the same time. I think with twins, she doesn't really go into detail because she don't want to reveal the man's identity. But then you have messy Mia trying to ask Kay who it is, and you know Kay doesn't take the bait. She's like, you know, she doesn't need to say all that. She says he plays for Jesus. But her point being that she needs to be prepared when, you need to be prepared in general when you're dating successful men. And I was just like, don't you need to be prepared dating anybody? I don't know. These ninjas ain't shit out here. Let me just say that for the straights and gay men. Um, Thank you, Andrea, for calling them out. Please like the video. And if you can, donate to the GoFundMe, please. I appreciate it. But did y'all see Color Me Pink YouTube video about Jessie, her fiance and baby mama? And then Jessie's clapback response and Color Me Pink response to Jessie's response. Well, like I said in my Salt Lake City review, my DMs are open on Instagram. If you can forward that to me, I would appreciate it. I am CDiggy1, CDIGGI1. Forward me the mess so I can do a deep dive because I'm just really curious about her relationship. That's why I named the video So Many Curious Relationships in This Group. Like with Mia especially, and then with Kay and Stacy, Jesse, Jacqueline. It's just a lot of them. Ashley. Like, it's just so many interesting relationships in this cast. Let's see. I'm sorry, but a lot of times it's hard to hear what Kay be saying. She be talking so fast and low. A little bit. I see what you're saying. The math wasn't mathing, but he in the NFL, so I'm just wondering if he played or was he on the bench. Well, he got a Super Bowl ring. I think that's all that matters. But I think he's a free agent right now. Jesse Boo is a third string bench rider. Oh, well, I don't know anything about sports, so I wouldn't know. Thank you, Coco. I appreciate it. Mia is so clueless. She keeps proving that she has been cheating on Gordon forever. She a little shop of horrors. Andrea, you were on Mia's neck. But anyway, after the ladies are talking about this Jesse situation, we cut to Giselle's confessional, and honestly, she has the same sentiments as I do. Like, clearly, girl, he cheated on you, but you still want to be with him. Just say that. It is what it is. You made your choice. You love that man. He's a good man, Savannah. Like, again, either she was the mistress or he was cheating on her. And I really feel like once she set this situation on national television, now I feel like it's going to get messy because people going to hear from the baby mama at some point. Just watch. You know it's going to happen and come up at some point. And she's going to give her side of the story what happened. So then the convo moves on to Stacy, and she gives a toast to Ashley for making her comfortable sharing about her marriage. So after the dinner, that's it. The ladies arrive at the property. They're drunk. It looks like, especially Wendy. And then the next day, it looks like everybody's paying for it. Everyone looks hungover. But we see that Stacy is still her normal, happy, chipper self. Like all happy and stuff, even though she's a little hungover. We then hear from Mia and Jacqueline as they're packing how Jessie was actually low-key upset that evening, explaining her relationship timeline. And Mia, it looks like she kind of confirms that Jessie was the the side piece. I don't know. But so now we see all the ladies leaving the property. The trip is finally over, and that is where the episode ended, y'all. Well, before I get into the episode as a whole, let me just see what y'all saying. Mia tried to paint the picture to insinuate that she may have been dating Kay's ex, but I'm trying to understand, when would Mia have had the time to do so between Ink and Gordon? Exactly. She's incriminating herself, or she just be lying. Or she was just cheating on Gordon left and right. Jesse's man is barely in the league. He is on a practice squad, doesn't suit up on Sundays. Well, thank you, Toronto guy, for the tea. Do you think any of the new girls will have the balls to start a feud with Giselle? I think Stacy might. Definitely Stacy. I feel like Kay has potential to be another Candace a little bit. They kind of all flock to her in scenes. They do. They really do. When she came back to the house, they couldn't wait to report back. A lot of people notice that, but Giselle, like, she gets the shit started. Like, I kind of wish Giselle was there when all the mess was going down that morning. She was a side chick. Jesse and baby mama both were at the Super Bowl. Oh, wow. Wow. Well then. So yeah, y'all. I thought this was like a filler episode to me, but I still had fun watching it. Like, I still don't mind watching this twice as opposed to some franchises. New York. I'm glad they're headed back to Potomac. I thought, it was getting kind of tiresome seeing them in Charlotte or whatever they were, Lake Norman. And speaking of that, can we get them on some more like high luxury trips, please? Because this ain't working. Like, these low budget trips, we need to up the budget. But I was telling my friend, I guess if I want to see, luxury, I just got to tune into Beverly Hills or maybe Salt Lake City now these days. So far, I think Stacey is the MVP of the cast. And unfortunately, and this is no shade to people that love Wendy and maybe the tiny few that like Ashley. I think Wendy and Ashley are both coasting right now. And I really hope they step their game up right now, because I'm just not interested right now. Like, basically, they're just there to be there and giving their commentary. And the other new girls, they are working. They're working. So I would say I would give this episode probably like an 8 out of 10. Not that bad. I was still, clocked in, tuned in. I laughed a lot and I enjoyed it. So yeah, that's my review. Let's see. It was a cute episode. I like Jessie. She don't need to explain herself or feel. That's the thing. Like, I like Jessie. Like, she's a really she's a good addition to the cast, even though, she's a friend of. Like, we don't need Jacqueline. Like, she's a good, she just gives a little bit more class than Jacqueline. Like, Jacqueline is giving me baddies Zeus vibes. Previous season, Mia said she wasn't a stripper. Now this season, she is. If Mia's mouth is open and empty, she's lying. Can't up the budget if nobody on the show has one. Ooh, yes, JS. I totally agree. Don't all franchises do a domestic and international trip? They do. And if they have the coin, they have more than one international trip. Now, CFC, I can't rock with you on that. I already saw the first 7 minutes of Beverly Hills, and I am very excited. Y'all gonna get this review next week. I cannot wait. I can't wait. Has Potomac ever done an international trip? They did. They went to Portugal, I believe. So yeah, y'all, any other comments y'all have, please leave it in the comments below. Ooh, I think I got knocked off, y'all. I think I got knocked off. Yeah, StreamYard is like, oh, you better do like a monthly subscription now. No more free shit, nigga. Anyway, with that, before they knock me off, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all for the next video. Bye.